Both Zorin OS and Linux Mint are great, beginner-friendly alternatives to Windows and macOS, based on Ubuntu's stable foundation, but they have some key differences that might make one a better fit for you. In this video, we will break down the differences between Zorin OS and Linux Mint to help you decide which one to install. Zorin OS offers a more modern, Windows-like experience. This makes it simpler for beginner users, but it can be more intensive on older hardware due to its heavy extensions and modern looks. It requires slightly more system resources due to its animations and heavier base. Linux Mint is generally more efficient and lighter, and uses fewer system resources, making it a better choice for older hardware. On older hardware, the difference will be noticeable, but on a modern PC with over 8 GB of RAM, you may not notice it. Linux Mint focuses on stability and speed, while Zorin prioritizes ease of use for people switching from Windows or macOS. However, both distributions have similar base hardware requirements, as they're based on Ubuntu, and Zorin OS offers a lighter version for lower-end systems. Linux Mint offers a classic, familiar Windows-like design with its cinnamon desktop, focusing on simplicity, stability, and deep customization, while Zorin OS provides a more modern look, mimicking macOS or Windows with predefined layouts and coming pre-installed with productivity apps and multimedia tools. You can switch desktop layouts to resemble Windows and macOS, making it beginner-friendly. The Pro version includes premium features for power users, such as 8 extra desktop layouts for customized looks, a professional creative software suite, extra pre-installed productivity apps, and dedicated installation support, all while supporting the developers and offering unique wallpapers not in the core version. Linux Mint is more about straightforward, stable usability. It's not as flashy or modern-looking as Zorin OS, but still beginner-friendly. Zorin is about modern aesthetics and simple transition from other operating systems. Mint is a better choice for users wanting lightweight performance and more control over the layout on older hardware, while Zorin is better for those wanting a simpler, more polished experience. Linux Mint is completely open source, relying on community support and donations. They believe in the open source philosophy, allowing users to share, build upon, and contribute to the technology. Zorin OS is developed by a company and funded by sales of the Pro version. The paid Pro version bundles extra, premium software like advanced layouts and productivity tools and support, some of which can be proprietary. The free Core and Lite versions focus purely on open source software, making the base OS open source, but its commercial offering adds closed source elements. Zorin OS offers simpler, predefined layouts in its appearance tool, great for beginners wanting quick changes, while Linux Mint provides deeper control over themes and panels through the cinnamon desktop environment. The Zorin appearance tool enables one-click switching between Windows, macOS, and Chrome OS style layouts. On Linux Mint, achieving Zorin's look might require installing themes and extensions, but it gives you full control and lets you tweak every detail. Linux Mint focuses more on stability with its update manager, giving users detailed control over updates. You can often delay or manage updates, with large updates sometimes, including Flatpaks. Linux Mint tends to have more frequent security and bug fixes and less frequent major releases, prioritizing stability over having the latest versions, which is why it's often considered more predictable by its user base. Zorin OS focuses on bigger, smoother point releases, around every 6 months with new features. It's more modern, bundling new components, which carries a slightly higher risk of minor glitches. If you prefer getting security patches and small improvements frequently and want fine-grained control, Linux Mint is the better choice. When it comes to community support, Linux Mint has a clear advantage over Zorin OS. Due to its popularity and age, Linux Mint has a larger, more established community with documentation for troubleshooting. You can find articles and forum posts on almost any question. Zorin OS has a smaller but growing, beginner-focused community. The developers of Zorin OS are more directly involved, but might have less documentation for issues compared to Mint's popularity. Mint's strength is its massive forum history and stability, which means more people are looking for and reporting bugs, whereas Zorin's is its focused developer support, with both offering great Ubuntu-based experiences. Both Linux distributions are good for users switching from Windows or macOS. Linux Mint leans towards stability, community, and better performance, while Zorin focuses on aesthetics. If you want maximum stability and predictability, and a traditional Windows-like feel for lower-end devices, you should choose Linux Mint. If you're new to Linux and want a familiar interface with simple customization, and have modern hardware that can handle a slightly more resource-intensive desktop environment, Zorin OS is the better choice. If you're unsure, you can test both using a live USB on your hardware. Mint is generally more efficient, but Zorin's light version competes well, and the aesthetics might outweigh slight resource differences for many users. If you want to stay up to date with more insightful content like this, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. To receive notifications whenever our channel posts new content, you can also click on the bell icon.